I'm at a point where I'm just keeping it real all the way. You know what time it is. Salute to the mighty WBC. And salute to everybody who support me. Salute to the people who saw me Saturday night. They came out to me, told me they subscribed to my channel. Salute to you guys. I didn't know who I was, but now I know what time it is. So just announce yourself. Let me know that you subscribe to my channel. Don't just walk up on me because that's not the proper way to do it. You know, it wasn't no incident, but you can't just walk up on me and be like, hey, it was good. Because, you know, I don't know who you are, so just announce yourself. But before that, after that, right now, present time, Errol Spence versus Sean Porter, instant classic. I was hoping it was an instant classic, and that's what it turned out to be. An instant classic from round 1 to round 12, nothing but action. Through the whole night, ebbs and flows, going back and forth. No matter how you called it, scored it, whoever you picked to win, it was a great fight, and it deserves a rematch of all. If we don't get the rematch, I don't know. I said this, and I'm going to say this now. I don't know anyone who wants to have a rematch with Sean Porter, let alone Errol Spence, back-to-back. Like, literally 2 fights back-to-back. I don't know one fighter who wants to face these guys back-to-back. With that being said, Errol Spence Jr. gets the split decision win over Sean Porter. Keith Thurman chimed in and said he beat him more decisively. I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? Errol didn't get hurt in this fight. Errol dropped him in this fight. So I'm denouncing that, Keith Thurman. Errol didn't get hurt like you did, or he didn't, he just got swarmed, and a lot of the shots was being rolled, and, you know, he had good defense this fight, but also taking a lot of shots. So, Danny Garcia looking like, I told you guys, and I've been said this a long time ago. I was probably one of the only guys who said it, and a lot of guys said this: Danny Garcia would never fight Errol Spence Jr. And I told you guys firsthand, Danny Garcia needs to invade that ring, and that's what he did. And I told y'all firsthand, Danny Garcia doesn't duck a fighter. He may not fight him when you want him to fight him, but he always fights who y'all think he don't want him to fight. I said this a while ago. I told y'all, Danny Garcia is not a ducker. I can tell who's ducking and who's not. You know what I'm saying? I can tell who wants smoke and who doesn't. The roles have reversed. Everybody's on Errol Spence helmet. Cool, copy. You know what I'm saying? He said no strength and conditioning, no nutritionist. Everybody's been telling me during this whole fight, get back with Blu-ray. Errol Spence Jr. is on stage, no nutritionist, no strength and conditioning coach. You need both of those. You need to be able to work on certain things. You don't need to be cooking for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You need to be able to focus and get your mind right back to where it was. A lot of people was not too fond of that performance. You know what I'm saying? They was just thinking like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence barely escaped past Sean Porter, but Sean Porter makes every fight tricky, tough, and nobody just outbeats him. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be in a real dogfight, and he showed Errol what a dogfight was. Now, Danny Garcia may have been looking from the other side, seeing things that he could see, told Errol to his face. Errol Spence is laughing, Danny Garcia's straight face. You know, when I get that...
Let's go, boy.
Danny Garcia's banking on it. He's banking on being able to counter Errol with his timing. I know what Danny Garcia said. I don't want to break it down, but I'm going to break it down, promise, in the next video.
Let's go, baby.
Danny Garcia could possibly take advantage of some of the things that Sean Porter was doing, but with more power, more leverage. You know what I'm saying?
In the new, unified, undefeated, Errol Spence fucking Junior, bitch!
You know, these guys come from orthodox like Marcus McDonald.
Spence fucking Junior! I told you, bitch! I told you!
Now you have Terrence
I told you!
saying Errol Spence Jr. is food, tweeting that on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's reacting to the performance, and you got the top guys except Manny Pacquiao. You know, everybody else is reacting and saying that, but I believe Errol Spence won this. You know, don't come to me talking about he gonna lose to Terrence Crawford, because if he doesn't straighten up his act, I believe that's a possibility, but don't come to me out the gate and tell me this. Why? Number one, Crawford ain't fighting none of these guys. You know what I'm saying? He looks good against the competition he's facing. Same thing with Errol. Errol, this is his second time facing some elite competition. First one, he stopped him, which is Kell Brook. Kell Brook has elite skills. And now Sean Porter, and he dropped Sean Porter. So with that being said, still got the power. minus the strength and conditioning coach, minus the nutritionist, still getting down to weight at 147. But as you taking the fight serious, you still eat candy during the training camp. That's what he said on one of his, he said this on his 10 things that he needed with GQ, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if anybody saw it, but he eats candy during training camp. Maybe that's the cause of him not being sharp. I don't know what it is, but at the end of the day, Errol Spence, we need you back to your old self. Everybody thinks he's sweet. Everybody thinks it's all gravy. Everybody thinks they can get you. Danny Garcia thinks he can get you. People seeing that you may be slowing down or how this guy handle you. Keith Thurman is another guy, herky-jerky movement, but in his own type of way. Now that happened, we have to see what's left. We didn't hear the thudding, we didn't hear the popping, the punches, we didn't hear any of that. Only thing we saw was a toe-to-toe battle. Some people said Errol should have fought another type of fight and could have beat Shawn Porter by just outboxing him. But he stood there in the doghouse with a dog and really fought and got pushed and was in deep water and did not drown. Shawn Porter obviously got hit with that left hook, dropped, and then the last round sealed the fate. So with that being said, man, it's just a lot riding with Errol. WBC pre-made him a belt. So, you know, they kind of got it made for this guy. And all he has to do is be motherfucking on point and stay on top of his task. As far as training correctly, as far as not blowing up in between fights, as far as not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? You got to maintain, stay in the gym like he said it himself. I got to get back in the gym. I can't be blowing up in between fights because the competition is real. When guys is on your helmet, the fights is going to be better. And like I said, if he faces Danny Garcia next, he's not going to stop Garcia, but I'm pretty sure he'll beat him. I want to see him strong. I want to see him in the Chris Algiris, the Leonard Bundles. I want to see him with that physique as opposed to him just making 147 and just barely scaping by somebody like Shawn Porter, who I believe, you know what I'm saying, wasn't really too hurt by Spence, but who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? At the end of the day, when you in there with Porter, you're not going to look good. All of Shawn Porter losses was all close losses. And with that being said, Errol, get back on the hunger train. They think you're sweet. They think you food. This is what people's telling me. I don't believe it. I believe that maybe you got the bag and you feel like you can just step back. No, stick to what got you there. Whatever's broke, whatever's not broken, don't try to fix, because when you try to do that, that's when you end up out the mix. Salute you, King. I appreciate you for everything you've done. I think I touched on all these topics. We can do a live stream later tonight and talk more about it. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section below about Errol Spence Jr. Make sure you go to FamousAAA.com. We're giving away 2 Levi jackets, 4, denim jackets. I'm gonna pick 2 winners. I think I know who the 2 winners are, but we're going to pick them, ship them, send them out, and, we're going to keep it continuing. Thanks for everybody who donate to the channel, everybody who support Famous AAA. Everything is still a sport, so where's my sportsmanship award? And just like that, Famous is gone. Look at this baddie right here. Look
Hi.
at this baddie. Say what's up. Look how many people's there.
Hey, what's up? Bye. How many people are here?
What's your name? 45 right
CC.
now. CC? CC, let it slap with the bass.